tonight we have a big main event lined up for you tonight. Dell will be defending that Medal of Valor one more time against Laszlo Arpad in a rematch from 2 weeks ago. That is our main event here tonight, but we got, what, 6, 7 other matches lined up here tonight, so let's get things underway with our very first contest, set for one fall.
You know what time it is, CZW? Let's go! No! 8-12.
Ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest, the one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first in the corner to my right, fighting out of Elton, Maryland, with an official weight of 140 pounds. This is Tim Taylor. And here's the opponent in the corner to my left, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with an official weight of 220 pounds. He is the God of War. This is Frankie Pickard.
So we'd like to welcome everyone to Dojo Wars for this week. I am Khaleef. I'll be joined momentarily by the MOJ. Very exciting card today. As Emil mentioned, tonight Laszlo Arpad will take on the champion of Valor, Dell. But right now we've got Frankie Pickard and Tim Taylor. Pickard, of course, coming off of a tag team victory last week with his partner Tahir James, and this one is getting underway. Great place takedown by Frankie Pickard.
And here we see Tim Taylor grabbing that waist lock on Frankie Pickard. Yeah, you having an all right time with your headset there, Khaleef?
Yeah, man, we're good. We're good, man. We're all good.
Having some technical difficulties as we're kicking off Dojo Wars 152, but we're here in the building at the dojo here in Blackwood. Nice opening contest here between Tim Taylor and the God of War, Frankie Pickard here.
God of War, with that signature response from the crowd, it's almost like his theme music is blues.
Yeah, the boos come heavy whenever Frankie Pickard enters the building, much like me on my off time. Booze goes heavy.
Man, I am just so impressed by Tim Taylor since making his debut here a few weeks back. He's on his way.
Yeah, man, he's one of those guys that's a bit under the radar. But the more and more he shows up here at Dojo Wars, the more impressions that he makes upon the fans here, the more YouTube views that he gets. His name is slowly but surely going to get out there, especially when he's in the ring with somebody like Frankie Pickard. Tim Taylor, of course, has been in competition in the past with somebody who Frankie Pickard knows rather well, Anthony Bennett.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that takedown a second ago? I mean, his counter to that armbar by Frankie Pickard was a little ingenious. Bring him down to your size and then power your way out of the ring.
And he got shot off there. He went for a shoulder block. That was the wrong idea. There's about an 80-pound weight disadvantage that he's facing. Even though he has some momentum springing off those ropes, it's still hard to knock a man that size, that much larger than you down.
And Picard knows how to take full advantage of any weight difference that he has. Test of strength there with Picard and Taylor.
Not only does he have the weight advantage, he has the height advantage, and that's going to make the leverage. Oh, come on, he's not even going to get there. He just decks him right in the jaw. But Tim Taylor, look at that, he's coming right back. He's asking for it. He ducked the clothesline, brought him over with the arm drag. Going to do it again here, and Frankie Pickard's getting thrown all around the ring here.
What we saw there was Frankie Pickard had an advantage a second ago. Instead of taking advantage of his advantage, he decided to showboat for the crowd, and now look where it's got him.
Yeah, he had to roll to the outside. I mean, Tim Taylor looked like the tables were going to turn for him. Frankie Pickard tried to take him over the hip. He landed on his feet, and he came up with that beautiful takedown. It ended up in a neck breaker, did Tim Taylor. And now he's on the move. Oh, but so is Frankie Pickard. He cut that one off at the pass.
Deceptively quick is Frankie Pickard. You just saw the agility that he possesses. I mean, when he wants to, this guy can turn it up like crazy.
Oh, and a headbutt to the chest, it looked like. Frankie Pickard went down like a ton of bricks, but he kicked out at 2.5.
Would that be a regular ton or a metric ton?
We'll go metric today.
We'll go metric ton.
Metric Wednesdays. He went to the eyes, it looked like that time. And Tim Taylor trying to regain his vision. Referee gave, ooh, man, what a lifter there by Frankie Pickard. Staggering Tim Taylor.
Bicep to the chin, those European uppercuts.
Oh, he hooked him. Going for a backslide here. It's got him on his shoulders, but Frankie Pickard able to get out of it. Look at this here. What's he looking for? Okay.
Jeez, clotheslined him out of his boots.
You know, at first, we have a cover here, too. At first, it looked like Frankie Pickard was going for a move that he didn't, quite get all the way, but it seemed like he was just getting Tim Taylor in position to nail him with that clothesline.
Yeah, I think Frankie Pickard is very calculated, very, very scientific about the way that he breaks down his opponent in the ring. Tim Taylor, he's going to have to get back in this one.
Fires back with a heavy blow, and Frankie Pickard knocking him into the ropes. Tim Taylor, lucky those ring ropes are there, or else he'd be splatting on the floor here.
Kissing concrete.
Yeah, you said it.
Right in the cameras here.
Risking disqualification, the referee forcefully removing Frankie Pickard from the situation.
You better watch it. That ref is not playing.
Heavy right hand. Send him in to the other side. Here comes Frankie. There goes Taylor. Oh, a tornado kick caught him right behind the head.
Back of his skull.
And he crashed hard into the ground. Frankie Pickard, not the strongest pinning combination there.
I'm surprised he might have a concussion after that.
Yeah, you got to think if Frankie Pickard hooked on to tighter cover, this one would be all over.
Oh, yeah.
The way he caught him right underneath that bump in the back of your head, he caught him right underneath that. Was that how Guru Monsoon would say the external occipital protuberance?
Yeah, I think he said something like that.
Oh, he smacked him right in the ear.
Disrespect.
Big clothesline by Tim Taylor. Look at him, he's angry.
You do not want to make Tim Taylor angry.
Single leg drop kick. Floored Pickard. Ooh.
Oh, 2 7/8.
Yeah, that was talk about a near fall.
Taylor moving that arm pad, that elbow pad.
He's going to go for it all here. Trying to deliver maximum impact as Tim Taylor comes rolling. Oh, man. Oh, look at his arms. They're stiffened up.
Oh, man. Taylor might be out of it.
Oh, he's picking him up. He's not even done with him. Come on, Frankie. Oh, wait a second. Tim Taylor. I don't know where he's getting this from. Oh, man. Frankie's really pouring it on now. Spiked him with that second DDT.
Yes, that's got to be it.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming in at 7 minutes, 23 seconds for the winner by pinfall, Frankie Pickard.
Danvers and Jimmy Lloyd on their way out to the ring got attacked by these guys in these hoods. It's like choking Billy Danvers out on the other side, and the boots to Jimmy Lloyd. Gacy. The man has been responsible for some of the most reprehensible things we've seen here in the dojo as of late. We saw him attack Kid Osborne in an effort to get a chip.
Billy, looks like you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. You want to go get your partner? You want to go get him?
I don't need him.
You don't need him? Why don't you need him, Billy?
He's gonna die alone.
You want to die?
Fight me! Oh. Silence.
Is that what you want? Billy, you want to fight me when I have a huge championship match to fight this weekend? You tell me now if you want me to make you an example.
You're an example. Package.
Is this a match, Emil?
He wants it.
So you're going to give this man in ripped jeans whatever he wants, but when I want something, it takes work. I'll tell you what.
Tell us how you really feel.
Billy, you want to fight me? I'll be honest, I'm kind of curious to see what's inside of you, so hell, I want the match.
Looks like we've got an impromptu match, and Danvers can't be 100% after that attack by those guys in the hoodies earlier. Joe Gacy's fresh, and Emil, what's going on?
Yeah, I have no idea what that was about. I mean, Jimmy Lloyd and Billy Danvers were coming out here scheduled for tag team competition. They just got jumped and mugged, and all of a sudden here comes Joe Gacy.
Look at this, is disgusting. I mean, Billy Danvers, he means everybody well. There's no need for all of this.
And Joe Gacy is just hammering Billy Danvers. And, you know, Joe Gacy, he said it this Saturday coming up at Night of Infamy. And, you know, he's ramping up for a big-time championship fight against Shane Strickland for the Combat Zone Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. And he said, Billy Danvers, do you want me to make an example out of you? Billy Danvers said, he said, yes, please.
Danvers is a lot of things.
Oh!
Jeez. Danvers is a lot of things. A pushover is not one of them, and he's not soft and he's not weak. He'll bring the fight to anybody. It doesn't matter if it's Joe Gacy.
Joe Gacy almost taking out Paul the Package, too. And Billy Danvers, I mean, this was a bad idea from the word go for Billy Danvers, because he got assaulted just like Jimmy Lloyd did. Jimmy Lloyd got dragged out of here by those two masked men, whoever they are. European lifter in the corner.
Joe Gacy is sending a message to Shane Strickland through his brutality towards Jimmy Danvers.
Billy.
Jeez.
This goes for everyone who might be watching this.
Hard into the stomach. Danvers has no choice but to lie in a crumpled heap on the outside. Joe Gacy clearly in a surly mood, as ever.
Isn't it?
The past few weeks now that he's been involved here at the Dojo Wars. I mean, he wasn't here last week at all. I mean, it was fine last week. Nobody got jumped or anything by mysterious masked men. Now all of a sudden Joe Gacy's here and we have a jumping going on. But look at this, Billy Danvers jumping Joe Gacy, or at least trying to. Man, it was a good attempt by Billy Danvers. He was hammering him with those forearm sledges.
Gacy is just so calculated and so prepared that he's ready for anything that you throw at him. I mean, Strickland is going to have his hands full next week, but you see the brutality that he's bringing to Danvers.
I mean, not even next week. That's this coming Saturday. That's 72 hours away from now. Look how aggressive Joe Gacy is, and see, the thing is, that could cost him here tonight. But on Saturday, he's not going to have to worry about that because it is CZW rules. There won't be any countouts or disqualifications. Joe Gacy has it his way.
You got to think that totally favors Joe Gacy.
Oh, a hard elbow drop. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Have a back press on the cover, both legs hooked, but Billy Danvers still showing signs of life somehow. In this contest against a pro wrestling maniac, this impromptu matchup.
Billy Danvers has no quit in him. This guy does not give up. Oh.
Caught him with a back elbow. Danvers saving himself from
Danvers fighting.
looked like he was going for a Saito suplex, ducks a clothesline. Now Danvers has him up on his shoulders here, Khaleef. Look at this, we've seen it before, the airplane spin.
Gacy's out of it. Dizzy in the corner is Joe Gacy. That'll give Danvers an opportunity to build some sort of an offense.
Oh, he got caught.
Precarious position.
Danvers is in trouble and he knows it. He's got a look on his face. Oh man, he just got dumped.
That's it. Oh!
That's like when you bring the heaviest bag of garbage from your house all the way to the curb and you just dump it on the ground before you throw it in the can. And that's what he did. He just plopped it all over the ground. Yeah.
You hope the bag doesn't break. Then you got a long night.
Yeah, we sure do. With his
Oh!
gosh! Especially with as much as Billy Danvers likes Taco Bell, he might not have any tonight. Oh! He's gonna have to be checking his teeth. But
Where is this coming from? Danvers was on the receiving end of a vicious attack before this match. How is he kicking out?
well, I mean, somewhere deep inside the mind of Billy Danvers, he knows that if he is able to knock off Joe Gacy here, who's the #1 contender for the CZW title, I mean, that does something for you. I mean, all it takes is 3 seconds. All it takes is a.
Paste it on your wall. You want to look at a bully? You look at those three guys, and you see a company that punches everybody around and doesn't give them anything they deserve.
Oh, Joe Gacy is letting his frustrations out. That knee to Billy Danvers, that's it.
It's these guys again. Who are these guys, Emil? We got to get some sort of security out, man. This is not.
Oh, wait a second. Here comes Jimmy Lloyd. Jimmy Lloyd coming back out here. Whoa! Lifts him up into a kick. Oh, he threw the chair at him.
It's 1-on-3. These guys.
Oh, Joe Gacy wearing him out here.
Come on.
Oh, no.
These guys are helpless.
Joe Gacy beating the hell out of Jimmy Lloyd.
That attack earlier with the chair, and Danvers is still out. No.
Oh, man. Hammered him with a chair. And Gacy's got those masks. What the hell is going on here?
You cannot stop my following! There's 2 people.
Oh, wait a second. Here comes Big Scare. Big Scare took a big swing.
Gacy, of course, faced off against Big Scare at the last CZW Super Show. Look at this. Super Autobahn. Get him in the face of Joe Gacy.
You got 4 balloons trying to tell me to go to the back. Come on, Gacy. Especially this guy. What are you walking away for? Hey!
Get out of here.
You got something to say?
Get out of here. These guys are a virus.
Come on. Gotta go. Come on, Joe, gotta go.
Why don't you 4 make me?
Come on, Joe, gotta go.
Why don't you stand on this chair and tell me to leave?
Get out of here, Joe Gacy.
It's begun, Dan O'Hare!
Completely reprehensible.
Let's bring somebody out for me to fight! I'm in a fight mood now! Let's go!
Is someone gonna come here and help with Billy?
I want to fight right now! Okay. Gacy's I'm not fighting right now. Bring out anybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following impromptu contest, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first to my right, fighting out of Satan's tour bus with an official weight of 255 pounds. This is Big Scare! And his opponent to my left, fighting out of Camden, New Jersey, official weight of 251 pounds. This is Royal Money!
Ring the bell!
And this should be a good one. Royal Money versus Big Scare. Big Scare was out here. He was fired up after what happened earlier with Joe Gacy and those 2 masked hooded men. Big Scare said he wanted to fight. Royal Money answered the challenge, and these 2 big horses are going to go at it.
Right here, baby! Hit me!
Right here on Dojo Wars 152.
Things are getting out of control here tonight.
Telling me. It's their second impromptu match tonight.
I mean, we're just rolling along here.
Jeez.
I mean, oh, heavy shot in the corner. And he took him over with that side belly to belly. And Royal Money, somebody we haven't seen all that recently here in Dojo Wars. He has been here a handful of times before. And he said, you know, he's here. He showed up looking for a fight, looking for an opportunity here. He was ready to go. Heard those magic words and came walking through that door. All it takes is a challenge sometimes.
You better be ready to go. You're knocking on the door to Big Scare. This guy is no joke.
No, absolutely not, especially with that situation between Joe Gacy and those 2. A heavy slam, but his following.
Yeah, who are those guys, man?
I have no idea, but, you know, between that and Jimmy Lloyd, Billy Danvers, Dan O'Hare came out to even the odds. You know, I'm thinking, you know, we had in 2 weeks we got a little bit of Survivor Series thing going on. I'm thinking we're going to have to put some of that together. We're going to have to talk to the parties involved and get them signed up for a match in a couple of weeks, I feel like. Look at Royal Money. put the boot in the throat of Big Scare.
Big Scare came out here fired up, all sorts of pissed off at Gacy.
Well, I think that's just him waking up.
I think you're right.
He wakes up in a bad mood. Oh, a heavy shot, a heavy blow out of Royal Money. I'll tell you, goes about 250 pounds, packs a wallop. Oh, speaking of packing a wallop here.
I mean, what would it do for Royal Money's career if he were to knock off Big Scare here this week?
Big Scare has been in the thick of things at Combat Zone Wrestling lately, alongside his partner Schlack, but they've been finding themselves in crazy situation after crazy situation, wild match after wild match. Look at Royal Money go. I mean, he knows. That putting away Big Scare would, would definitely get him some more bookings here at Dojo Wars for sure. But
really taking it to Big Scare. I'm impressed by Royal Money here.
well, I don't know if you were able to hear when he came through the door. He said, "I'm always ready for a fight."
Oh, 1 count. Big Scare still got a lot in the tank.
Kick to the back. That time follows it up with a forearm right to the face. And see, he's got a varied attack here. He's going all up and down the upper body of Dan O'Hare, to the head, to the back, to the neck. Trying to wear him out. Oh, look at the agility.
Wonderful counter by Dan O'Hare.
O'Connor? Yeah, he got him. O'Connor roll. No, not enough.
Almost.
Takes him out with a clothesline on top of the cover, and Royal Money almost got himself a little bit more money on the way to the pay window.
Very close to putting away the big man. Not quite enough.
You won't say that in this ring, though, will you? You came to fly out to see me while you were going to shut up.
Yeah, you can't let that happen, especially when you're in a ring with Big Scare. It's something that happens to a lot of guys. This intimate atmosphere. You get to hear a lot of the comments that the fans in the crowd make. Sometimes they're not as nice as you want them to be. And it can draw you away from the matter at hand very quickly if you let it.
Can't get over Gacy and his crew, man.
Look at that. Big Scare. Got right up after that power body slam. And another full body slam, that time out of Big Scare.
Oh, this is volatile. This could get bad.
Oh, they're both taking off. Oh, a big kick. He caught him into the suplex. Nice execution. Heavy landing for Royal Money.
Out. Oh!
Lung blower out of Big Scare.
That's gotta be it.
That was a close one.
I don't know how to keep up with these two.
And take a look. Both of these guys over 250 pounds, putting on moves like this. Oh, a reversal of the whip now. Royal Money has him set up. Wow.
Feel the impact.
Unbelievable. What a spine buster here. Royal Money gonna win this matchup, but
Big Scare, ring awareness, knew where he was, knew that he didn't have the energy or didn't want to waste the energy to kick out, just grabs the rope. Very smart veteran move by Big Scare.
yeah, I mean, think about how much effort it takes to push a 250-pound man who's pressing down on you off of your body. Yeah, after taking a spine buster like that, of course, grab the rope. And Dan O'Hare coming back. Big Scare charged up. Oh, man, Royal Money.
Oh, jeez.
He smoked him with that one.
The click of the teeth there.
There might be a few less teeth in the mouth of the Big Scare.
God.
Here comes charging in. Not so sure that was the wisest strategy. Oh, but he caught him sleeping. What's Big Scare got in mind here? Oh, the power slam. That's his move. 2, 3, got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, talking about 7 minutes, 17 seconds for the winner by pinfall, Big Scare!
Gentlemen, Colin West here, and at this time, the following guest has specifically requested several minutes of our time. Please welcome the Beast of Bel Air, Stefan Pennington.
What a giant letdown.
That's right, baby. The disrespect in here. That's not funny. That's not funny. Don't laugh at that. That's not funny. My name is Stefan. It's Stefan. It's my time. So be quiet. Family thing. Somebody got some respect. You should learn something. Wipe it down. Don't do it. Don't do it. Smart. There you go. There you go. The other one. Hey, yo, Laszlo, take a picture of that calf. Ready? Ready? Woo! You know, you was looking at it. You was looking at it. Stop playing. You was waiting for that. There you go.
And DJ now.
Kick the rope.
This is the fastest he's ever moved.
No, it's not. Don't be a hater.
Slower.
Please don't tell him that.
Mr. Pennington, you've requested this time and a couple of questions from me, so we'll start from here. You have been on a hot streak, there's no other way to say it. You have been on a hot streak here at Dojo Wars. Win-loss record has been stellar as of late. Many people attribute that to a certain acquisition that you've made to your right. What would you say to the people that attribute your win streak to this gentleman over here?
He was there when he was losing.
Two. Yes. Look at him. Come on. Abby here is, how you say, he's learning from you. All right. So when I win, I'm just teaching him how to win. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He has nothing to do with me winning. I'm just that good. But I want to talk about is why every time I come out here and I beat somebody new, every single time I haven't gotten a Medal of Valor shot. Why is that? Huh? Why is that?
He should get it.
You don't make no sense. Shut up. Why is it that a guy like Jordan Oliver, a couple weeks ago, gets a shot, and then a couple weeks later, I beat him here, right here, in the middle of the ring? Where's my opportunity? Huh? I come in, day out, and put on the best show every single night. Where? Right here. There's no man in that back that can give me a challenge? Should we get Maria? Come on. Anybody?
I think business just picked up real quick for Stefan Pennington.
Oh, man, be careful what you wish for. Jeez.
And
you say you're looking for an opportunity. I think you just got one.
well, you know what? I think I'm going to make this matchup official here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest set for one fall. Introducing first, Stefan Pennington. And his opponent, the month's...
Whoa. Don't give me my time now. He can only go so fast. What is that?
And his opponent, the monstrosity, Maria Manic.
Pennington mocking Maria as she poses in the ring. I mean, he brought up a lot of really good, valid points.
Well, I mean, he does, but he doesn't, because it's not as if I gave or Jordan Oliver.
Thank you for this one. Thank you.
It's not exactly as if Jordan Oliver, not to take anything away from the young man, but he didn't earn his shot at the medal. He was granted it by Mike Dell. That situation went awry. Jordan Oliver almost came away with the victory, but just because Stefan defeated Jordan Oliver doesn't mean he's automatically owed a shot at the Medal of Valor. That's not how that works. And you know, and let's talk about this. How about the last Super Show? I mean, yeah, Stefan Pennington has been on quite a roll, but he has not been able to win a match on a big event, a Super Show. Every single Super Show Stefan Pennington has been on, he hasn't been able to win the big one. That's why he's not getting his opportunities. But of course, he won't talk about that.
He's got to get that monkey off his back. He says he's teaching this young man how to win. He says the reason that he's out here is that he's basically training this guy on how to be a winner here in the dojo.
And I mean, I'll tell you something. I mean, Stefan Pennington, he's got the skills. He's got the tools. It's just that the way he chooses to use them, he's very arrogant and cocky, full of himself. And, you know, he's not afraid to bend the rules either.
You got to think that a victory over Maria Manic would definitely do wonders for his image.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, talk about people that have been on a hot streak. I mean, Maria Manic has been taking out all contenders left and right as well, with the exception of Dojo Deej. And I mean, he's one of the top talents in the world. So, I mean,
it came very close.
Oh yeah, she certainly did. It was quite the test for her, and I think she learned a thing or two being in the ring with him.
Some of that rule bending you mentioned a second ago.
Speaking of Dojo Deej, excuse me. I mean, tonight's main event has big implications for him as well, considering that if Laszlo Arpad wins the Medal of Valor here tonight, that 1 hour-long Ironman match in 2 weeks, the night before Thanksgiving, becomes a Medal of Valor match.
Could you imagine? Dojo Deej versus Laszlo Arpad in a 1 hour Ironman match for the Medal of Valor? Does it get any bigger than that?
Whoa, big back body drop. That's one thing that's pretty big. I'll tell you, Stefan Pennington, he goes about 265 pounds. I mean, that's not a small man to be lifting up over the head like that.
Stefan Pennington using the ref's positioning to his advantage. Got in a cheap shot on Maria Manic and now just punished Maria.
Hard into the stomach.
To the abdomen of Maria Manic.
Elbow to the base of the neck, it seems like. And you know, when you hit somebody in the base of the neck, It hurts the head, it hurts the upper back, it sends shockwaves through the shoulders, and of course the neck itself. I mean, it's no good.
Yeah, it makes it difficult to move, to break out one of these power moves that Maria is known for.
Oh, of course. Imagine getting nailed in the neck, getting your neck knotted up. You're losing that range of mobility. Imagine trying to lift somebody up the size of Stefan Pennington up there for the F5 when you got a bad neck. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. And Stefan Pennington knows that. He knows. I think Pennington knows that Maria Manic can get him up for the F5, and he's trying his best to eliminate that move from her repertoire.
Continuing to punish the neck area of Maria Manic.
Look at that vertical suplex. I mean, I said it a couple minutes ago. Stefan Pennington, he's got all the tools. That was an expertly executed vertical suplex there.
You know, Pennington, he has been on a hot streak as of late. And then, you know, to your point, the rule bending, the distraction. I mean, you're right. They're just the little things that he really needs to work on to get himself in position for that Medal of Valor match.
Yeah, he takes the low road. He doesn't have to. He's awfully skilled. And that's what's so disappointing about it. And if he would just change that attitude up. Whoa! And Maria lighting him up with some chops. And now forearms to the side of the head.
A little bit too strong for Maria.
Oh, but Pennington put the lower to center of gravity and pulled Maria Manic into that heavy forearm blow.
Pennington forcing Maria, even though I don't think that he expected to get a victory there, it's just the amount of energy that it takes to hoist a man the size of Pennington up.
Sure, and then not only that, you know, but people talk about it in professional basketball. You know, when somebody's hot, they take a heat check. You know, they take a shot that they normally wouldn't take, but they go for it anyway. That time, it's an extra pin attempt. They don't expect for it to win, but they expect for the energy to be expended. And then plus, you get to see where your opponent is at, how much force they're kicking out with. You know how much they have left in the tank.
Pennington just dragging Maria Manic across that top rope.
Time after time, you know, he says he's sorry rather disingenuously, and then goes ahead and does the same thing or something even worse. Whoa!
Man, did you see the force? The force that Pennington was driven into the corner.
Whoa!
Pennington might be hurt.
Oh, it looks like Pennington hurt himself. That ankle is bothering him.
I can't put no weight on.
Pennington unable to put any weight on that right leg. Being toppled by Maria Manic.
And Maria Manic, she's going to go out after him, it looks like.
I don't think he can continue.
Oh, this looks pretty bad.
Hold on,
Pennington, it doesn't seem like he can put any weight at all. He's using.
Oh, come on!
Oh, and he punched her right in the face.
What was that on his hand? Who was that he hit her with? Manic is out. Playing possum all
Counting
the
to
time.
8 here.
Pennington's happy to get a count-out victory here.
And the official calling for the bell here.
That's disgusting.
Looks like we have a count out here.
Count-out victory over Maria Manic.
My finger was broke, so I put tape over him. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 minutes, 57 seconds, the referee has disqualified Stefan Pennington for the winner, Maria Manic.
Good catch by the ref. Seeing that foreign object, that Stefan Pennington used that foreign object to get Maria Manic to knock her out at ringside. Pennington thought that he had a count-out victory over Maria Manic.
I'll be on some stuff.
Instead it was a just, oh, look at this. Come on. Get in there, ref. You can't. Pennington is disgusting. Disgusting. Pennington is a disgusting individual.
I hear this guy out there looking for a challenge, coming out, fighting kids half his size. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So, you want to fight? Let's go.
Medal of Valor champion Mike Dell. Mike Dell's out here for a microphone. Now, this is the fighting champion Mike Dell is.
Hey, you want to fight, Big Daddy-O? You want to fight? I'll give it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to your opponent and my new best friend in the whole world. Ladies and gentlemen, Nate Carter.
Hey Nate, before you get in the ring, I just want to shake your hand and thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing what you did to Kid Osborne last weekend.
Champ, I just want you to know it was my pleasure, Champ. Anything I can do for you, Champ, you just let me know.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks. Hey. What you did to Kid Osborne, I want you to do it to him tonight. Go get him!
I can't get away from that guy. It's hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first to my left, fighting out of upstate New York with an official weight of 270 pounds. This is Krist. And his opponent to my right, fighting out of West Philadelphia with an official weight of 260 pounds. This is Nate Carter.
When Mike Dell made his way out here, I thought that he was going to pull double duty and man up as a champ and face Chris Worthless. That was not the case. Dell introducing his new best friend, he said, Nate Carter, and then thanking him for the reprehensible actions that he committed against Kid Osborne just a few weeks back at Super Show.
Yeah, that was absolutely disgusting. I can't believe he said the things that he said. And Chris Worthless coming in here, you know, he saw the clip of what happened to Kid Osborne. He heard about what Nate Carter had last week, Jordan Oliver, and he said, you know, you want to fight a big man? Okay, I'll come fight you.
Well, that's how you deal with bullies. You get a bigger, battered dude out here, and you have them do what they need to do. And
I'll tell you,
a big dude.
Yeah, he sure is. I mean, Chris Worthless, he's one of those guys that he doesn't come around to Dojo Wars all that often. He keeps a rather busy schedule up in the upstate New York area. But when he's in this area, he's got an open door, man. And you know, he's had great matches here at Dojo Wars. But right now, this is a big test for him because Nate Carter has unleashed the savagery, if you would say so, over the course of the past couple weeks. Literally tossing people outside.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw what he did to Jordan Oliver. I mean,
whoa, look at that! Took him over with a head scissors. Sorry.
The man that big doing a head scissors should interrupt what I was saying.
Chris Worthless tried to get him with a knee strike. It was a glancing blow. Nate Carter elevated to the apron.
Weight across the shoulder of Chris Worthless.
Yeah, he hung him up by the arm there.
Nate Carter not giving him any time to rest. Right back on.
Oh, he got him right in the joint. Like right where the arm meets the torso. And that's
it's getting impressive.
And that's a ugly angle for that arm to be bent in. Carter brings him up by the arm, full arm dragon twist into the hammerlock.
Man, all that strength, all that size and power means nothing if you can't move your arm, man.
Oh, he got him behind the head. He lifts him up onto the shoulders for a huge Samoan drop. But Krist Worthless, he's holding that left arm close to the body.
Damage is done on that.
Can't appropriately hook the leg either.
Worthless now going to make his way to his feet. Those comments by Mike Dell were completely disgusting. Asking, telling Carter to put Krist Worthless out on the injured list the way he did to Kid Osborne.
I don't think Carter's going to be able to do that. Krist Worthless is almost 2 times the size of Kid Osborne.
Slap fest going on.
Trading hands back and forth, but Worthless held on to the head. Oh, came rolling. Got caught with a suplex.
Explosive.
And Nate Carter, spitting at the camera.
Nasty individual.
Yeah. What happened to the fun-loving Nate Carter, huh? What did he have to get all bitter for?
I think that guy's long gone.
I remember when Nate Carter would come through that door and be a good time. Him and Dave McCall both. Yeah, their rep has really changed over time.
Leaning back in that arm and that shoulder.
Worthless trying to get up off of that mat. He finally does. I mean, it's hard to do when you got a man the size of Nate Carter on top of you, holding you down. Ooh, big chop. Reversal. Got the foot up. Nate Carter ate the bottom of the boot. Oh, that time he got caught. Oh, a headbutt to the back of the head, and he slams him down. That's just rough.
It disorients you. It makes it so you don't even know where you are. Now he's going right back to that shoulder.
Talk about a disgusting angle of the arm. We saw it earlier with that Fujiwara armbar. Now,
Said that one was for Kit.
and of course the injury is to the shoulder of Kid Osborne. It looks like Nate Carter is just having his way with Krist Worthless right now, and that to me is a bit surprising.
Yeah, Krist Worthless came out here like a ball of fire, saying that he was ready to answer the challenge. I mean, Nate Carter's been saying that he needs some real competition, and then he faces off against Ronaldo. He's getting it this week. I don't know if you want to piss this guy off.
Oh! And Nate Carter went down. Oh, here comes Worthless.
Oh my God.
And 2 knees.
They call that slapping someone in the next week.
He just got knocked, you know what, out. I'll tell you.
Dojo Wars 153.
Yeah, he'll see us next week when he wakes up.
He asked for that one, man. You don't want to piss a guy off the size of this guy.
Especially somebody that looks like him. I mean, imagine running into him in a dark alley.
No.
All those tattoos and that wild beard and hair. Oh, out of the way. Oh, man. He buried that knee into the gut.
Hey, Carter might be regretting coming out here and answering the call of Krist Worthless.
Well, we know who Krist Worthless was talking about. Oh, man, he caught him with that knee.
That's it. Good night.
2. And that was an interesting way he had the legs hooked, too. I don't know if you picked up on that, but he had a bit of a kind of a grapevine there.
Yeah. Kind of able to shift that way just enough to get his shoulder up.
Coming up on a 7-minute mark, of course, we've instituted these new time limit policy. Now a 10-minute time limit instead of the usual 20. Of course, super shows will have the longer time limits. Oh, wait a second. Come on now.
This move is banned. Emil, you banned this move.
You ain't the boss of me, Emil.
Come on. That's an automatic disqualification if you do that. There you go. Krist worthless. Back body drops himself out of that situation.
Nate Carter going for that buckle bomb. Obviously the move that put out Kid Osborne.
Wild swing and a miss there from Worthless. And this is what he used last week to put out Jordan Oliver. That was a wild swing and a miss from Worthless. He left his back open. All the package called for the bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 7 minutes, 58 seconds, the referee has called an end to the action for your winner by referee stoppage, Nate Carter.
Look at the look on the face of Nate Carter. That man is sick. Spitting. Just sick, just a disgusting man.
You got any more bright ideas? I didn't think so.
What the hell are you wearing? What? It's a stupid sweater, idiot. It's a man's sweater.
Grandmother's sweater. Still smells like grandma.
Stupid sweater. Hey, where's my sweater? You never gave me any time. Where's my sweater? Never gave you a sweater. You didn't give me it. Give that man his sweater. Why are we wrestling as for Pokemon? What? You stupid head, man, you stupid hair. You're sick.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest, one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, in the corner dividing right team number 1, the team of the son of self-destruction, Uncle Mitch and Ryan Zane.
Did you get it, Lyle? Did you get it? I looked at the camera. Lyle. I did what you asked.
And their opponents in the corner to my left, the team of Ellis Taylor and Jordan Oliver. They are TD5.
Well, I keep these nuts.
Ellis Taylor and Jordan Oliver set to face off against the unlikely but successful pairing of Ryan Zane and Uncle Mitch. I mean, Uncle Mitch was trying to find his footing since your dad departed the dojo here. And he's been very successful alongside Ryan Zane as of late. Ellis Taylor going to start things off against Uncle Mitch here in the middle of the ring. Here at Dojo Wars 152. Oh, jeez.
I've never been called Danny Havoc.
I mean, obviously Uncle Mitch remembering Danny Havoc from his 2005 days.
Uncle Mitch, lots linking up here with Ellis Taylor.
Yeah, this is the first time we're seeing Ellis Taylor in action here. A friend of Jordan Oliver's. Jordan Oliver got his foot in the door here at Dojo Wars, and hey, that's all it takes.
Well, dude, I mean, over the course of the past 2 weeks, we've met this guy's father. Now he's got a tag team partner with TD5.
TD5, yeah. And it's only taken 2 weeks for the father to be absent in Jordan Oliver's life.
Well, you know.
Well, it was a good run. No, I'm sure he just had to go to the store or something.
Well,
He'll
yeah,
be back.
You know, he's got to buy the kid like a PS4. I know his report card says it.
To get TD5 a PS4.
There you go.
Figure it out. Put all the letters and numbers together.
TD5, PS4, it's all the same. Uncle Mitch with a little bit of a following here in the dojo. I don't know if he's used to that.
Yeah, he's wild, man. The dojo likes that. He's a bit unhinged.
A bit.
And speaking of unhinged,
You know, I was talking earlier about how unlikely this combination is, but they just work. They're successful for some reason.
I think they're on the same different page.
Good point.
Oh, man. Ugh.
You don't want to be hung up like that with Uncle Mitch.
Yeah, Uncle Mitch don't play.
No.
Does a full arm drag and twist here. Ellis Taylor goes over the top. Arm drag takes him over the top. Goes underneath. Whoa. Got him with another arm drag. And now Ellis Taylor.
Ellis Taylor impressive with his debut here in the dojo.
Yeah, he didn't get all that drop kick that he wanted though. That's why Uncle Mitch was able to kick out as early as he was. And now Ellis Taylor here with the arm neutralized, or at least attempting to neutralize the arm.
Breaking the eyes by Uncle Mitch.
And Ryan Zane tagging himself in.
This match is going to get a little loose, to say the least.
Oh yeah, there's going to be rather interesting here. Whoa.
Wow. Trouble in paradise, or?
Uncle Mitch, who knows? It might be very calm for Mitch right now. Zane was offering up the leg, and he caught him coming in, grabbed the arm.
It's that experience. You know, Jordan Oliver, for all that he's done, he's still a little new to the dojo.
Oh yeah, he's very inexperienced, especially against somebody as cagey as Ryan Zane is. I think that's the most appropriate term to use for him, cage.
That's a good way to describe him. Very at home in the ring and underneath.
Whoa! Jordan Oliver taking him over, goes over the top with the roll through. Oh, he caught him!
The speed.
Wow!
Jordan Oliver showing something to Ryan Zane, and Zane's frustrated.
That was incredible. He caught him with the roll through into a waist lock.
Oh. Did you see the foot? Just right to the temple.
That sequence right there left one of the best wrestlers on the world's jaw dropped. I'm just saying. Wow. Here comes Oliver. Oh, he got enough of it.
Made me dizzy. Zane's got to collect himself. I don't think he knew what was happening here. What's happening?
Oh man! Ellis Taylor.
Turn his back on Ellis Taylor. You don't want to do that.
Oh, but Uncle Mitch from behind.
Jeez.
And now both men. Now nobody's in an advantageous position.
Did you see that hit from Uncle Mitch? Jeez. That's. My gosh.
He's crawling the wrong way. He doesn't know which way is up. He got rocked.
Dude, the force there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Ryan Zane.
Ducks out of the way of the clothesline. Whoa. Ryan Zane.
Going for something, and
Ryan Zane got his arm in there.
Would you look at the bridge there?
Yeah, that was great. And now he's pulling up on the head and neck. What it looked like there is Jordan Oliver was going for a head scissors, or Rana. Ryan Zane slipped his arm in there. Oh, man, look at that.
And that's that long body of Jordan Oliver coming to his advantage.
Very lanky.
A little bit more to the center of the ring, and that might have been it.
He had him all twisted up. Ryan Zane putting a bad mouth on Jordan Oliver, saying, hey, why don't you go tag your partner? Now Oliver trying to strike back. Oh, he got caught. Oh!
Pain kicked him.
And shoved Ellis Taylor off the apron.
The aggression from Ryan Zane. I don't think we've seen that.
Apparently he's all right.
We're seeing a rough side out of Ryan Zane right here. Maybe this is what Uncle Mitch is bringing out of Ryan Zane, that intensity.
I think you're right. I mean, you see Uncle Mitch is always in an intense space.
Man, look at that deep knee strike that he just delivered. Zane picks him up, slams him. Did you see Mitch? He was like, slam him right there.
Yeah, I think we know who's calling the shots there. Leg drop. This is textbook as they say. Oh!
Man, I feel bad for Jordan Oliver. He's been getting he's been on the bad end of this business arrangement for quite some time now.
Uncle Mitch doesn't care how he hurts you as long as he hurts you. I think Jordan Oliver's finding that out right now.
I don't care about being flashy. Oh, I don't care. I want moves or wrist locks. I want you dead. I want you dead. I want you dead.
Uncle Mitch just unloading on Jordan Oliver. Oh my goodness! What's going on?
Uncle Mitch is trying to kill Jordan Oliver.
I think that's the case. I think he knocked half the life out of with that damn slap to the chest.
Maybe the fact that Angry Dad left town and another dad entered really made Uncle Mitch mad. Who knows? Oh. Jordan Oliver firing up on him. Oh!
My goodness! His eyes are glazed over. That man is out.
Not yet, Khaleef.
My goodness. Just the intensity just ramped up by Uncle Mitch.
Oh man, it's going to start to sound like a broken record if we keep talking about what's going on to Jordan Oliver here.
This is becoming quickly one of the most destructive teams here in the dojo.
We're about 9 minutes into this thing. Bit of a suggestive cover there.
How I feel about that one. Zane just picking the carcass of Jordan Oliver off the canvas.
Oh, head first into the buckle.
Oliver really taking the brunt of this beatdown from these two. They've done a great job of cutting him off away from his corner.
Heavy chop in a corner to a Jordan Oliver who is elevated on the top.
10 minutes gone by, 5 minutes remain.
And here comes Oliver. He caught him with the ankles on the way down.
Athletic offensive Jordan Oliver. Look at that, look at that. Didn't waste time with the attack, just went right for the hand, made sure he could not make the tag. Oh.
Jordan Oliver finding success with those palm strikes. Oh!
Just a straight right to the jaw.
What did you do?
I think he just broke Jordan Oliver.
He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. He ain't no Pokemon, you watch. Come on.
Oh!
And Zane is out. Jordan Oliver, he's a long way away from Ellis Taylor, let me tell you.
Jordan Oliver may have just saved his own life. He's going to get there first.
Oh, look at Zane. Pick the ankle.
Oh, man, this guy is...
And Zagiri stumbles into the corner. Tag goes to Mitch. And Uncle Mitch slams him with a backdrop suplex.
Teamwork between these two. They've done such a great job of cutting that ring in half, making sure that Jordan Oliver can't get to Ellis Taylor.
Uncle Mitch trying to direct some orders here. To the midsection.
What's this? Oh, but they caught him.
Oh, they both caught him here. Ooh. Oh, to a DDT.
He just collapsed.
He's in the wrong corner. Oh, he made it.
It's the tag to Ellis Taylor. Taylor.
Here comes Ellis Taylor opening up on Uncle Mitch. And Ellis Taylor trying as best as he can to...
Watch out. Oh, you got to watch it. You watch it.
Oh, malfunction at the junction. Ryan Zane hit his head on the chair.
I think Zane might have knocked himself out on that.
Here comes Ellis Taylor. Brings him down to the mat.
This is it. This has got to be it.
Uncle Mitch kicks out.
Zane's having a hard time getting back to his feet.
2 minutes reminding the time limit. 2 minutes. Oh!
Jeez. As if he hasn't caught enough.
And Ryan Zane going...
Escaping under the ring. Zane is... Look at him. Look at him.
Zane is everywhere.
Jeez.
And here comes Ellis Taylor. Oh!
Almost forget about Uncle Mitch. Look out.
Oh! Sit out choke bomb.
That's it.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, time of the match. 13 minutes, 41 seconds for the winners by pinfall, the team of Ryan Zane and Uncle Mitch.
Just carnage and mayhem at ringside.
Stay down!
You're my favorite, Mitch.
I know that. I'm everybody's favorite. I'm the goddamn future of this place. Don't worry. Remember the name. Emil, remember the name. Believe, Khaleef. Believe.
I didn't turn it on yet. I'm not in the ring. What are you doing?
Sorry, Emil. Sorry, Emil. I've decided since you don't book me, I'm just going to hijack your show, so excuse me. So, since you don't book me on your show, actually, honestly, it doesn't even matter, because I'm well above Dojo Wars anyway. I'm kind of a star on the main show now, if you haven't noticed. I've proven that because I've beaten David Starr in this very ring. Oh! glad that you can come here and be a fan. It really means a lot. Thank you. So, Colin West, why don't you make yourself useful today and come in and interview me? That's the original trooper. Good job.
All right. So this is. Wait a minute. Circle of sacrifice, exposed ring boards, ultra violence, anything goes. What do you have in store for Brandon Kirk this Saturday?
Brandon Kirk is going to be in a pool of his own blood. I swear to God, Brandon Kirk is dead.
Ladies.
Cheering for me.
Look at what I got. Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. It is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the Medal of Valor. Introducing first in the corner to my right, he is the challenger. Fighting out of Budapest, Hungary, with an official weight of 110 kilograms. He is the only man to wield the Sword of Attila and the Hungarian hero. This is Laszlo Arpad. And his opponent to my left, with an official weight of 195 pounds, making his 7th defense of the Medal of Valor, this is Mike Dell.
get ready for things to get underway. This craziness. Earlier. Laszlo Arpad with his second challenge to Mike Dell. Things ended a little strangely in their last encounter a couple weeks back at Super Show.
Yeah, there was a bit of controversy after I spoke with the official. After the event took place, allow me to make the clarification here. He made the distinction that Mike Dell's shoulder came up at a count of 2, therefore it was a 2 count for Laszlo Arpad and a 3 count for Mike Dell. It was a bit lost in translation. That's what happens when we have newer, inexperienced referees. Can lead to a bit of a weird situation. Taking that into account, I felt it was necessary to have an immediate rematch as quickly as possible. Laszlo Arpad not able to be with us here last week, so here we are, some 2 weeks after Dojo Wars 150, Super Show 5, Halloween Havoc, etc., etc., etc. Laszlo Arpad gets his another shot at the Medal of Valor, and of course, misses that wild swing. Of course, this match has heavy implications here at Dojo Wars because if Laszlo Arpad is able to successfully wrestle that Medal of Valor away from Mike Dell, then in 2 weeks we have that big hour-long Iron Man match to capitalize, to put the cap on that best-of-7 series between Laszlo Arpad and Dojo Deej. That very well could be for the Medal of Valor in just 2 weeks.
You know, you thought that match couldn't get any bigger. You put that Medal of Valor on the line, and it just gets ramped up that much more.
It becomes one of the biggest matches of the year, no question. We've had a lot of matches here this year, but that would immediately, on paper, skyrocket that one to the tip-top of the list. And Laszlo Arpad doing his best in the early run of this contest here to neutralize the arm of Mike Dell here. Brings Dell into the corner.
And you know what, Mike Dell just avoided disaster with that.
Well, Mike Dell has felt those chops before. I mean, outside of the contest they had 2 weeks ago, they've crossed paths a few times here in the dojo, and it's always a
don't do it.
It always turns out being a good match. I mean, you got to contrast the styles here. Look at Dell dancing in a championship match.
I don't know if I want to go into a test of strength with Laszlo Arpad.
Look at this, playing mind games.
Dell wisely rolls his way to ringside here.
Yeah, Laszlo had enough of that. Mike Dell wisely rolled to the outside. And Mike Dell taking his time here tonight.
I'd be in no hurry to get in here against Laszlo Arpad either.
And Mike Dell was able to land a sliding drop kick to the back of Laszlo Arpad as he was trying to get into the ring. Here comes Dell again.
Oh, caught him. Right on the side of his head with that right hand.
Caught him with a super kick as Mike Dell was staggering into the ring anyway. Oh no, come on.
Oh no.
Laszlo is going to do some damage here. Ooh.
Arpad getting hung up in the ropes there.
Yeah, Mike Dell came down quick, and it looks like he hung up the throat of Laszlo Arpad over the top, and he pulled through with the leverage that he had coming down and dragged him over the top. And when you think that it's just rubber tubing and steel wire, I mean, that doesn't feel good to slide your whole body down that.
Could you imagine if he would have hit that suplex, that would have broken Mike Dell in half.
Oh, sure. And Dell, here he comes on the outside here, slamming his head into the ring apron. Oh, that was a heavy kick.
To the back of the skull. Arpad is dazed out here. And Dell has the champion's advantage. He can afford a count out here.
Oh, he sure can. As long as he doesn't submit and as long as he keeps those shoulders off the mat for a count of 3, Mike Dell will come out of this thing still the champion.
Kind of question the wisdom of Dell breaking the ref's count.
Oh, and Dell with a blow in between the shoulder blades. Continuing the attack here. Laszlo put the brakes on. Yeah.
Arpad Arpad now gonna punish Mike Dell in the corner.
Peppering him here.
Oh, the eye.
Yeah. Dell caught him in the eye. To the back. Dell gets the first chop. That's something I wasn't necessarily expecting in this contest.
With the arrogant strut by Mike Dell afterwards.
Oh, wow, he nearly chopped him out of the ring. Mike Dell looking like a pinball in there.
Chopping his brains out there.
Nice counter of the strike there from Mike Dell, and here he comes, gonna jump on the back. No, he's not.
Arpad too quick, too agile for that.
Laszlo caught him in the head with a knee. As Dell, you know Dell, he likes to jump onto the back of the opponent and come down with either a back senton or a splash or an elbow. He does a variety of things. Laszlo Arpad has felt that before. He knew how to come out of that with a knee directly placed in the jaw of Mike Dell. But shockingly enough, it's Dell who's getting his wits about him first.
Well, that move from Arpad followed a beautiful series by Mike Dell.
Wow, look at that.
It's carry.
You don't see them too often anymore.
No, you don't.
That was a heater. Shoots him in, ducks the clothesline.
Oh.
That high knee took him out, though.
Like running into a brick wall.
That hits. Well, most of the time you're lucky you're hitting a brick wall. A brick wall don't hit back. And Laszlo, he's got his sights set on Mike Dell in the corner, running chop.
Could you imagine if Laszlo Arpad walks out of here as the champion of Valor?
Another chop. Oh, man. Really rocked him with that one, and now brings him into center ring. Nice suplex.
Here we go. This is it.
Both men like to utilize crossface-like maneuvers.
Oh, there's nowhere for him to go.
And that's a lot of weight to carry on your back while you're scratching and crawling.
That thing is locked in. Dell's going nowhere.
Well, he's trying. He's inching. He's thinking about tapping.
Look at this.
And Dell, he's got that hand up. He's thinking about it.
Arpad reworking his
Oh,
hold there, making sure that Dell can't get to that bottom rope.
he's locked in a full Nelson on the ground here.
And Dell, okay. Dell wisely bringing that right ankle across the rope, and Arpad getting those last few hits in.
Yeah, Arpad, it looked like, I'm guessing from his perspective, that it looked like Dell was either reaching out for the rope or about to tap. He didn't want to risk it, so he grabbed that other arm, tried to lock in that full Nelson. And when you have a full Nelson on an opponent who's face down on the mat, you're pushing their face into the mat, pulling up on their arms at the same time. Very painful. And look at the way Mike Dell got out of that Saito suplex, locked in a crossface of his own. That was absolutely beautiful wrestling.
Shift his weight in midair, and now he's got that thing locked in.
Look at the wild eyes of Mike Dell.
Dell is a man possessed.
He sure is. He's trying to keep that Medal of Valor within his clutches. A successful seventh
Look at this.
defense.
Look at this.
Wow, look at this strong man from Hungary.
Have you ever seen anyone power out of Mike Dell's crossface?
Not like that. Whoa, look at this. He went for the Saito. Went for the series finale. Laszlo Arpad had it scouted. Both men know what each other have in their arsenal. Went for the Sword of Attila. Oh, that was a heater. Now looking to go back. Oh, he rolled backwards.
Hyperextend that arm. Laszlo Arpad countering with that strong headbutt.
Oh, man. Saito suplex stacked him on his head and neck.
That's it.
And that's part one of the combination. Once he applies that Saito suplex, he likes to go for that sort of Attila. And the way Mike Dell landed, hold on. If he hits this, we're going to have a new champion here, Khaleef. He's just got to hit this sort of Attila. He's removing the shoulder.
This is it.
Oh! Oh, he took himself out over the top.
That momentum. Just driving Arpad out to the ringside. He can cover him. He's the champion of Valor if he gets back into the ring.
He absolutely nailed him with that sort of Attila. Mike Dell is out. And the momentum of the strength of that sort of Attila.
Just knocked himself out. He could have counted to 20.
Did he go over the top or through the middle?
Through the middle.
Through the middle, I mean. And Laszlo.
Taking a lot of time to get back into the ring here, but I think he's got more vicious intentions.
Oh, come on. Dell is down. And Laszlo, this is a bit of an uncharted territory for him.
Yeah, we don't see this often from the big man up on the top rope.
But he knows that Mike Dell's in a bad way. And could he be going for a sort of Attila off the top? Oh, he caught him.
Dell.
With the series finale out of midair, and Dell retains.
No controversy this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, time of the match, 11 minutes, 9 seconds for the winner by pinfall, and still champion of Valor, Mike Dell.
Successful defense of Valor here.
Yeah, barely. I mean, Laszlo Arpad, he nailed him with that sort of Attila. And if that momentum didn't carry him out of the ring, we would have a new champion of Valor.
Absolutely. Right there. Absolutely. Mike Dell is very lucky to be walking out of here as the champion.
Hard-fought match.
Hey, no more shots for you, pal. That was it. That was it for you.
Maybe not for you, for someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sister.
Oh, yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for coming out and supporting us here at Dojo Wars here this week. Of course, we'll be back right here next week with another edition of Dojo Wars. But don't forget, in 2 weeks, Super Show number 6 coming up. I have some Survivor Series in mind. And we're going to see Team Dell against Team Array. And I think we also have to see Team Joe Gacy against Team Dan O'Hare. I think that's going to have to be settled. Of course, the 1 hour Iron Man match between Dojo, Deej, and Laszlo Arpad. And maybe 1 or 2 more things. That's in 2 weeks from tonight. But the next time you can see CZW in action, this Saturday at Rosselli's. There's a lot of hot buzz going on about Night of Infamy, so make sure you come and check us out on Saturday at Rosselli's. So please come on out and join us. Until then, so long from the dojo. Take care.